G'day all, welcome back again to Dad vs Son, Panzer Grenadier, the Kokoda campaign, introductory scenario 2 and a partridge in a pear tree. We're about to go on with the 0930 turn. We're about halfway through now. The Australians are down to 1 initiative after 5 step losses. The Japanese still have 1 more step to lose before their initiative will drop to 3. So last time, it was a bit of a shit fight. The other assault here went very, very well for the Japanese. They've got a disrupting unit, but that's all. And they forced back the rest of the 4 buggers here. So I've brought the lieutenant over to try and help them to recover. The sergeant here has ended up with his mob demoralized as well, and they've pulled back a little bit. This lieutenant's pulling back as well, as this juggernaut of Japanese just keeps on coming down. It's not looking good. Righto, so initiative. Australia first. 1 plus 2 is 3. Japanese 4 plus 6 is 10. Difference of 7 is 4 activations. So let's go. See what we've got. 4 activations. What do I want to do? I think we'll start in Assault Hex 1. So their first activation, we'll activate these guys to fire, to assault. So they have 2, 4, 6, 7 in assault combat. So they're on the 5. The defender is in jungle, so they're down 1. They're Japanese, they're up 1 to where they were. They've got an undemoralized leader, so they're up to the 9 column, and that's it, I believe. So we're on the 9 column. Oh, a 10 is an M1. Okay, so an M1 for the Japanese. And let's remember the Australians to try and fight back. So they've got a whole 2, which is a 1 because they're disrupted. So they're on the 1 column, and I think that's about it. They've got an undemoralized leader, so they go up 1. And that is it. So they're on the 3 column for a 7, which of course is going to be nothing. Righto, so an M1 on the lieutenant means he needs an 8 or less. Ooh, just makes it. And this disrupted guy here is reduced, so he's a 6, plus 1 is 7. So 7 or less is 6 or less. He gets an 8. So he's disrupted again, which I believe he's now demoralized. Like that. So that is the first activation for the Japanese. Righto. Second activation. What have we got in here? All demoralized except for the lieutenant. I think we will activate these guys to simply fire. So we have 2, 10, because we're halved because we're disrupted. So 10, not quite enough. Righto. The defender is not in jungle. Yes, he is in jungle. So it's down 1. The adjacent is up 2. The 11. Down 1 for jungle. It's not on a higher elevation. It's not 3 or more hexes away. So down 1, up 2. No. So down 1, up 2. So we go from 7 to 4, back to 11. For a 7, nothing happens. That's 2 for their third activation. I think again what we'll do is shoot into here with these guys. So we have 3, 7, 8, 9. So again we're on the 7. Now these guys are not in jungle. Okay, so we're on the 7. We are adjacent. We go up 2 to the 16. And that's about it. So on the 16, we roll a 4, which is an M2. Okay, M2. Righto. So the sergeant first is a 9, so he'll need a 7 or less, and gets it. And the reduced demoralized guy is a 6, 5 for being demoralized. -2, he needs a 3. Oh, and he takes a step loss and is gone. So let's just pull him out of the way. We can get rid of the spot. We can get rid of that. Make him full strength, and we can put him into the graveyard. That's the 6th step for the Australians. And now we have to do a check to see if the sergeant goes. So 3 or less. No. And he does not. Okie dokie. And the last activation for the Japanese. I think we will bring the colonel and his mob forward. There's nobody that can shoot at him. Everything's blocked. Yep. Engineer comes forward, comes forward, comes forward, comes forward, comes forward, and they are done. And we're back to the Australians for their first activation. Okay. Well, I think we need to try and fix these guys up. So we're going to try and recover these guys. So the lieutenant first is an 8, is a 7. So he needs a 6 or less and fails. So he is going back. He's going to go in with the major. and he is done. We'll do this reduced unit. So he is a 6, a 5, a 6 for the lieutenant. So that's 5 or less. It's a 6. So nothing happens. He just pulls back. I'm going to bring him straight back. And then the machine gun is a 7 and 8, a 7, a 6 or less. Oh, oh, ouch. Oh, and I think he takes a step loss. Hang on a tick. Recovery. No, he simply fails. So he goes back. He's going to go into here as well. So he'll go into here. Activated. The lieutenant is activated. Major goes back on top. Sorry. This guy is not spotted anymore. Not spotted. Right. So that leaves the lieutenant, who will move back to here. Like that. Is that what he wants to do? No, he doesn't. He's going to go in there with the major. We've now got 2 lieutenants and a major in there. I want him in there because of the 2 firepower he's got. So he's done. So that is that. And we're back to the Japanese. Let's just bring these guys forward. This is the mortar platoon. Now we can fire on there. It's these guys. Oh no, that's junk. So they can't see across there. Hang on a sec. Yeah, that's 40. It's the same elevation. Can anybody else see them? No. So they will just come forward. Nobody can do anything about it. And they are done. We're back to the Australians for their second activation. We're going to move the sergeant back. He's got a movement of 4, so he can go, he's on the track. So that's 2 to there because of the track. And he can go into here. Yes. He goes into there and is done. Back to the Japanese. I think we'll just bring this lieutenant and his mob forward. Oops. Right. So they'll simply come down. Now. No, do I want to do that? Because I think these guys could see. Maybe not. This is jungle. So we've got jungle and jungle. So I don't believe they could see. They'll come down here, come down here. Like that. I don't believe these guys are spotted anymore. I don't believe these guys are spotted anymore. Or these guys. Or these guys. Or these guys. Or these guys. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get these guys up for recovery. So leader first, he's doesn't have anything to do. So demoralized guy is reduced, so that's a 6, a 7, a 6. So he wants 5 or less. And fails, so he's got to pull back. Okay, so if he pulls back, Lieutenant's got to go with him. Where? Where? Can't. Ugh. I think they want to go that way. If they go here, they're in the village on a track. They pull back this way. But it means that these guys are going to get a shot at them. I believe. Where did we go? Where did we go? Okay, so they're going to pull back. So, yeah, these guys are going to get a shot. This will be direct fire at 2, 4, 6, 7. In jungle is down 1. What else have they got? It's not adjacent. Not adjacent. I take it would be an opportunity fire. So we're just going to roll on the 7. And they get an 8 on the 7. So either way, nothing happens. And these guys fall back. So they're going to fall back to here. Come on. Here. This assault. This is the trouble with this. Get over here. So these guys just go into here like that. That goes back, closes. These guys had already activated the matter. These guys, okay. So they've moved down the road for 1, 2, and they can keep going. That's 3. Three, 4. No, that's 3. That's 4. Because of the extra one for being on the track. Because this, I believe, is light jungle. Okay, so those guys are done and are no longer spotted. Two, 3, 4, I believe. Okay, so that is the third activation. So everybody's had 3 activations. Fog of War, nothing happens. Japanese, all they've got is this guy here. I think I'm going to bring him this way. I don't want to give these guys a shot. So they'll simply go 1, 2 to there. Which leaves the Australians. So Fog of War, nothing happening there. Let's bring these guys back. And Japanese are all done. These guys are not spotted anymore. Japanese pass. It's the Australians again. Do I want to bring the major down to this guy? Not really going to help much, is it? But it gets the major, who's my major leader, out of the way. So we will move him. I'll just put him as activated. And he'll just move down. And that's it. Japanese pass again. The Australians don't really need to do anything. So we'll call it quits there. Move the marker up to 0945. Look in the graveyard. We've got 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 step losses. We've got 1, 2, 3 step losses for the Japanese. Yep, that's it. So that is that. Realistically, the Australians are screwed. This is just a juggernaut. Absolute juggernaut. Okie dokie. So again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll save this as to 0945. I'll put this one up so you can tell me where I've screwed up again, and then we can go from there. So take care, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.